Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Studio. Anyways, we didn't actually for making in progress for a little bit of one time as well. So, in the past previous videos, that I just completely made a bad decision about making more videos about the Skibidi toilet like themselves. But unfortunately, that wasn't going to be enough as well. But I probably did for something like I just added for someone, and probably not very sure. This isn't going to be for such as a little bit of one thing, of course. So it took for a round to load even longer as well, but unfortunately, that wasn't able to be handling for some sort of loads for taking for a round in a long time, of course. So in the last video, we did something pretty ridiculously, not probably to mention funny as well, but nothing except I wasn't able to be added for some sort of stickmans as well. Even for many a lot of stuff as out there as even possible. But I didn't mention to add with some stickmans, by the way. We did something a little bit for less cooler, and we did something pretty embarrassing like this. And for some sort of comic creators like this, wasn't going to be able to be finding out for some sort of like this. And missing doors or rooms like there isn't going to be something like even this. It's been for multiple of minutes around here for this thing. And except for this thing as well, but we cannot able to be added for some sort of like this. So nothing hard though all over the way for those things in the past previous videos. We didn't mention to review for some sort of comic studios around here, but almost reviewed or checking this out for like anything it goes for some sort of skibidi toilets like the Ultra and the toilet, another one, the animated series, Bob's Skibidi Toilets, and pretty such as a little bit more. But I'm not very sure this isn't going to be for quietly existed like this thing as well, since the original Skibidi Toilet like this. And well, let's get right here for just a little bit for one. Let's get into the DC2. Let's go and be checking out the DC2 Toilet Comic Studio for around here, which means the DC2 Skibidi Comic Studio as well. The Skibidi Toilet Comic Studio for this thing as well. Or isn't it going to be for around here? For some sort of like those things. The Sprite Trap, the animator, made these models. Which is concludes for around the vehicle as a laser gun and a camera car. For some sort of like this. And a little bit for much more. And so much more that we looked around here, and probably for some sort of magnets, the gun guys as well, and the film mans and females like this. I'm not pretty sure this isn't going to be for such as a little bit as well, but as we be able to be seeing for this, let's go for toilets around here. And where's the toilets? That wasn't gonna be for such as a little bit necessary. The toilets features for round weapons, and the G-Man was absolutely for probably one itself who got stuck in the toilet. That's since for a YouTube trend, and the comic creators like themselves before wasn't going to be for like even this. The Skibidi Roblox toilet, and probably for some sort of another one as well. But there must be only one sprite left, and that leads to multiple of weapons, toilets, and nothing for itself, or a little bit more, chainsaws, sword, a sickle, and the rocket boosters, or the rocket engines as well. Gravity guns? Not quite for pretty sure. And for some sort of the effects wouldn't be for exactly as well. And lastly, the backgrounds could be like this. It loads continually slowly as well. So let's just see in for my editing as well. So I'm still working in progress for around in my edits, but I just came around that since I just made the last video that it just came around here. So we're probably going to be added for some sort of low quality images as well. Even for some sort of giant cities as well. We're not gonna be making sure the city is gonna be in trouble like here. And we're not very sure. This could be, sounds like, the city of Townsville. And nothing fulfilled like anything as well to edit for some more characters. But eventually I might going to be find out onto the user comics. In the last video, this video I'm not going to be very sure. The last video is going to be for about 20 minutes for sure. Instead of adding Skibidi toilets and many other more characters such as cameramans, speakermans, and the TV mans like itself, we might going to be right back of this video that going to be taking for so long. And that took for around over 2 hours in the previous video. After over 1 hour of adding around with those Cookie Run sprites as well, including for some sort of Henry Stickmins and other crossovers, let's going to be show off for some user comics that we just find here, but nothing everything new could be for only one thing. This is absolutely for some sort of the armies of one thing, of course. Even more and many more for those such as like those things as well. Crazy stuff is gonna be going on out here, but this is absolutely for one of those all kind of things as well. So let's get to be browsing for around here. There must be 2 animation comics around here with some sort of everything like ridiculously scary. Nothing, of course, won't be actually going to be for around for 2 of them as well. And there must be a whole lot more for some sort of Skibidi toilet as well. And looks like we got for many more of those things whenever we found it over here. And many more and more and more of them as well. So this is potentially the content wasn't gonna be actually like some sort of violence over here. So don't forget you gotta be at the age of 18 as well. But you're not gonna be seeing for such as for the TV women's like other kinds of things as well. So the top content was regarding Jimmy, and more latest is absolutely going to be coming around as well. And sometimes that taking over for the new ratings for itself for around here. And finally, the oldest one couldn't be actually like this. The first ever was absolutely added a little bit for one thing that who someone posted for around of those things. That must be the police versus mutants, like for the Skibidi toilets everywhere. And certainly it's absolutely pretty notorious as well. The content was absolutely notorious than other kinds of itself, and it's not even more scary except Skibidi toilets. And then we're going to be supposed to find over here as we scroll all the way up some user post comics weren't absolutely look like 10 out of 10. It was just going to be for just balance for about 5 to 6 out of 10. It wasn't going to be exactly not even cool at all. And it was actually definitely more scary than 8 out of 10. And I never completely that we're just going to be doing something a little bit complicated about here. So we're absolutely looking for around here. And who am I going to be taking? This is not going to be embarrassing for what as well. So even though we added currently for Hot Wheels cars around here, except for around for the middle like those things as well. Even for some sort of Donald, there is a little bit for Small Duck as well, for the chick as well. And there's Dumbo over here. For around here, the car of Dumbo as well. A Goofy cab, and this thing as well from the Hello Kitty reference. The convertible, and you may not see the pizza cookie and the bell pepper cookie. And it seems like there must be stickmans over here, and for some sort of cookies around here. You may not see Princess Cookie, Bell Pepper, Pizza, and Cherry Blossom, including for some sort of other kinds of like these things as well. Energy Drink and Aloe Cookie are probably going to be for studying for around here for many more wastelands as well. Nothing expected like for the under investigation with police officers as well, and certainly that must be the doing it up as well. And you didn't absolutely go on to try to see the Batmobile just right over here. And nothing especially for, it's just only for one thing as well. A homeless man called Dark Choco Cookie was probably homeless on its way, and especially from that guy from the Indonesia, and another one from a little one as well. And we're not pretty sure that must be for the dogs of for some sort of, or the trucks of the abandoned bunker as well for some times as well. And probably after under investigation like this thing as well. Bunny and Banana like those things as well. Bunny and Banana Chill, or the banana, oh dear. I'm not pretty sure that we're just going to be saying this. Unless they're going to be breaking through the bunker as well, or some sort of a warehouse. Banana Peel Cookie and Bunny are going to be breaking in for as well. But nothing as you can see to fight as well. You may see absolutely Bubbles over here for flying like a hummingbird. Like a hummingbird for just going to be flying like this. And another one could be for around here. This is absolutely for actually like a hummingbird flying over here for this thing as well. So even two hero cookies are going to be fighting against Skibidi toilets, which includes Blossom and Buttercup, including for round with Agent Olive Cookie, are going to be fighting down from aliens. And I never believe this isn't going to be for such as a little bit of case as well. Even more for some sort of the aliens as well. But you might able to be definitely seeing this as Spider-Man going to fight against Skibidi toilets and many more creatures that invasions like the aliens and Skibidi toilets might going to be impact like this. So there we have it for around here for this things as well. All Skibidi Toilets comic studios, by the way, that I just already reviewed, or we have already checked it out for like those things by using crossovers and anything we come like, everything it goes. So if you're gonna be trying to check it out of this comic creator for this thing as well, the link is gonna be in the description down below, as you might going to be checking this out for instantly as well, that you're possibly that we're going to be dead around as well. Thanks for watching, for all your support, but don't forget the link is going to be in the description to browse some comics. You're not going to be able to recommend it to try to see for some many more cringe and stuff is too much as well, and it's gonna be only 90% for around for a huge bunch of cringe like content is gonna be taken over, except for around like most importantly as we seen one. But don't ever just try to find for Friday Night Funkin' and too many inappropriate like those things as well for those reference, and many more for such as content like this, or the masturbating like this, or some kind of many more some sort of explicit content from any more from itself. And that is it for anything as well, for like any things as well. I gotta be see you many lads and comic studio users all later, and I'll talk to you all later probably, as I'll be signing off. Thanks for watching and have a nice day. And that was the end of the month, and the April Fool's Days are officially over.